You're watching The Ugly Inside. Subscribe below.
I think the key today was, you look at the midfield three. I think Romeo today, he was absolutely fantastic on everything in the middle. Sunderland could not break past our midfield to get to our back three at all. And you look at the games like Liverpool, the away, but particularly the home leg, the way we won it was because of the midfield three. That was the same today. Those three absolutely dominated. I've been one of the, I've criticised Ward-Prowse in the past, but today those three just absolutely ran Sunderland ragged. They did not know what to do. They could not get past Romeo. The way Davis linked the defence to the attack, it was class. We had the fullbacks going forward. I just think it was a really, really good team performance. It was balanced all over the pitch, which is, something we've lacked in recent games. I think Gabbiadini's probably helped that. He's the forefront of the attack with, Revan and Tadic playing off him or playing into him. Fullbacks can get forwards, and there's cohesion in that midfield as well. That midfield three are really starting to play well together. And it's great. Stevens cut out a couple of balls, but Yoshida was very quiet today. No discredit to him. I'm his biggest fan, but the centre backs didn't really have a job to do, and neither did Fraser. I think that's a massive, massive credit to that midfield three today. They absolutely ran Sunderland's ragged, dominated that midfield. So really, really good performance, particularly from the midfield. I think it's going to be our key to this season to winning. If we win the League Cup and if we do better in the league, I think the key to that is that midfield three. I think it's absolutely vital.
Like you said, cohesion in midfield, and Romeo always puts the dirty work in. Davis running up and down, tireless performance once again. His energy, he's actually giving a bit of leadership qualities to the team, leading the team out by example. Finally got a win on the road. And Niall, final thoughts on to Wembley, mate. What do you think for this one?
It's a cup game, so I think it's very, very difficult to kind of predict or. Because players will play out their absolute skin for it. You would have a player like Stevens or against Ibrahimovic, and he could have the game of his life. It's the cup, you can't predict it. But I'm optimistic. I think our players, I like to think they want it more than United will. A lot of them haven't been in the cup final before, and probably never be in a cup final again, particularly at Wembley. So I think on the day, I think regardless of the result, I think we will 100% put in a performance. I don't think we'll get turned over. I think, I'd like to think we'll win. Obviously, I'm going to say, I predict we'll win, but we'll 100% put in a performance. United, I think, what I've heard, a lot of my mates who are United fans, they think it's going to be a walkover. Absolutely far from that. And, our players want that. They showed that at Liverpool. I think they showed that today. It's the game before the cup final. We want silverware. We want that win.
They think it's going to be a walkover, but I think they're in for a reality check because between now and the Wembley final, they've got 3 or 4 games to play. So the advantage you could argue is in our favour because our players, they'll be fresher, they'll be fitter.
Yeah, no, exactly. But there again, if they win all those games, then they've got momentum. It's a hard one, really. Depends what way you look at it. But no, exactly. That's not going to do them any favours by playing 3 or 4 games. But they've got the squad and they've got the players. So, United know at the start of the year, they're going to have so many fixtures a year. They're going to have a lot more than everyone else, and they've got the squad to deal with that. They've got the finances. So I don't really think that's relevant, to be honest. I think United know they've got a final. They know they're going to put out their best team. They know they've got Europa League games. I don't really think that's massively relevant. They've got a much bigger squad than us. They've got better players than us. But I think on our day, we proved that against Liverpool. We proved that against teams in the past. If we're on our day and we want it, we can beat teams. And United haven't been absolutely fantastic this year. They've been absolutely far from it. So, I think it was going to come down to the day, but it's going to be tight, 100%.
Great stuff. Niall, thanks for joining me, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Freddie. Nice one, mate. Thank you.